Hello, my friends. Today's date is November the 29th, and this is a birthday reading for you if this is your birth date. Or if this is an anniversary or a special date, you can also apply it and see how it weaves in. But a birthday reading in particular, and it's a year-long reading for the year to follow, and it's a four-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card. So the general energy card of the year is the healer. Oh, what is the wounded healer? What is the healer in us? I think the healer in us is those who crack open the pain and the ego of self in order to find integration, in order to find healing, in order to find that balance, in order to return to that divine spark that we have forgotten and we have released and we have thought we are abandoned by. We remember, reveal, return to, and reclaim the divine source that we are. So the healer has been willing, you are willing, and you have been doing this kind of work, I believe, to return to your source, return to yourself through healing the old wounds, healing the old traumas, healing the old dramas, healing the old guilts and shames and fears, healing the wells of grief and sadness, healing the depths of depression, looking at the wounded soul, the dark night of the soul, and doing work around all of that. We are here to radiate our light. We are here to radiate our balance. We are here to find that source and remember that it is in every one of us. And the healer then goes about helping others to do the same thing through many different angles and multi-layers and systems of analysis and awareness and intuition. The balance of intuition and analysis is part of what the healer comes to. One needs to, in the healing work, know how to do things, but know how to shift things when the next course of action is recalled. And sometimes that is listening to our intuition and listening to the voices deep in our souls and deep in our heads and deep in our hearts, and also following some traditions that have learned, but not getting stuck in the traditions, but using that analysis that comes from great wisdom, wisdom that comes from great knowledge, merged with great intuition. And that is what the healer seeks. And that is what I think you will find many times this year to be available to you. Your wisdom, your healing, your own healing of yourself to heal others. And I think you are called to do healing work this year in some very big way, very deep way, in some very honest way of still opening your ego and shedding your own old skins that no longer serve you, and riding that with a sense of grace, and writing that with a sense of surrender, and writing that with a sense of ease and openness to be able to flow through it. And you are here to help someone else at the same time. That is my belief, and that is the challenge for you. The Lover's card comes out. So the Lover's card is generally we can often say, well, this is about an outside lover, someone we are in partnership, and maybe that's the reflection that is needed for you this year. But the outside lover is really also primarily about you, and you being an inside lover to yourself. And the more we learn to love ourselves, the more we draw to us the people who know how to love themselves, and they can reflect our energy in clearer and higher processes. So this is your challenge this year, to either be in relationship with somebody else and figure out how to do the healing work, face the healing work that is needed, face the honesty that is needed, face the depth of looking that is needed. Remember The Lover's card is about the Gemini in us, that split in us, that kind of split in us that sees things as both really good and really bad at the same time. And which side are we going to land on? Is this going to be the side that says, oh my God, this is horrible? Or is this going to be the side that says, oh my God, this is great? And we can go back and forth as that Gemini quality of good, bad, ugly, pretty. We draw lines, and we don't know often how to love the quote bad parts or the ugly parts of ourselves, and this is the challenge, to love the ugly parts of yourself still, and to love the parts of yourself that you hate, and to face those parts that are reflected either by an outside loving situation or just a realization in yourself that you're having a struggle with who you are and how you face life and how you go forward to take care of yourself and find that divine spark in yourself. And I think the healer inside of you wants to find that so badly, but there is a reluctance here because it just seems like very heady. It seems like a lot of analysis and a lot of fear and a lot of projections that are coming to you. And so how to wrestle with those Gemini projections of future pain and sorrow and dis-ease and unease, and at the same time recognizing that beautiful Gemini quality of upliftment and inspiration and connection to source. It's like they're both in there. They're both part of who we are, and they both are what are needed to come together in the heart and to be healed. And so that's your challenge this year, is to come together in your heart and to face some of these old wounds and learn how to heal them. And I think really to kind of get out of your mind. And here's the action you're supposed to take. Coyote, boy, Coyote's the trickster. So, what does the trickster do but make us laugh at others or make us laugh at ourselves? And the Coyote, the trickster, is really about laughing at ourselves. Many tales of Coyote doing silly things and ending up in the water, or ending up, out of luck for food, or ending up under the Roadrunner's anvil, however you want to see it. But it's really to make us laugh. And the Coyote says, well, you have to bring a little mirth to your life, and you have to bring a little allowance and surrender and joy to your life. So you have to play some, you have to enjoy your life, you have to go after some things with a sense of adventure and joy. And if you fall on your butt, you fall on your butt, and you have to learn to laugh about it. So you have to be less in your mind and more in your spirit, more in your heart, more in your capacity to just will yourself to go through something and face something and do it with a little lightness and do it with a little lightheartedness and go after things, and at least you try. And at least you try. Like the Coyote, at least he tries to get the Roadrunner. But, someday he will, because he has to eat. Some days he won't, because he has to face his pain. And that's the same with you right now this year. You have to face your pain. And if you can do it with a lighthearted way, and if you can do it with some mirth, and if you can be the Joker, and if you can find the cosmic joke in the things, if you can see from that highest angle that says, boy, I'm attached to this, and boy, isn't that funny, and boy, shouldn't I just kind of release some of my anxiety about this, and shouldn't I release some of my attachment to this, and can I get a little easier in my soul and a little lighter in my shoes, and a little lighter in my being, lighter in your shoes, that works. Be gay. And so, be gay. Be gay. And I don't mean that in the sexual way. I mean, bring up some joy, bring up some laughter, bring up some festivity, bring up something that alters your deep mindset of pain and woe that might be there as part of that Gemini, and bring up that other joyful part of Gemini that wants to play and wants to party and wants to see things as a good time, and honor that, you're going to need both of those things to heal, because that's what the healers always do, and that's what we as humans always do. We have to keep healing the stuff that gets in our way, the stuff that calls us down, the stuff that makes us go, I'm not worthy, I'm abandoned, I'm unlovable, I'm mean, I'm ugly, whatever is the root statements that sit inside of us. And thereby is the final card And I think this is, taking flight. I think this is, letting your soul do the work, letting your soul healing connect with you, understanding that you're connected to higher mind, holier mind, more sacred mind. Look at these birds coming in as messengers, looking at these birds coming in as ways to take flight out of the physical body and fly through the air to get messages, to get inspirations, to get connections, to get the healing words and work and communications that are needed in order for you to do deep work on yourself and in order for you to do deep work on others, because you are a healer and you're being called forward to do some remarkable work with others, because that's what healers do. They learn about themselves and then they take it out and share it with the world in whatever form they wish to do that. Is it artwork? Is it healing work? Is it hands-on work? Is it just being, a light and loving soul in whatever presence, in whatever job, in whatever relationship that you have going, learning how to be, a calm and trusted soul uh, that is able to listen to another person's pain and take them deeper into their healing is a remarkable thing, and I think that's where you're being led to this year. Ahoma Takliasin.